Since stepping on the scene as an actress, a royal, a philanthropist, businesswoman, and overall public figure, Meghan's fashion has been front and center. Effortlessly wearing the hat of a style icon, Meghan has utilized her wardrobe as a form of self-expression, and the world got the message. From textures to ethos to her personal brand, every detail has had an impact on eager onlookers hit by the global Meghan effect. And today, we'll take a look at one of her most relied upon go-to wardrobe staples, stripes. Dresses, tops, button-downs, pants, you name it, we've seen Meghan find chic pieces donning the classic print. And today, I'm highlighting 5 of my favorite striped looks worn by the Duchess of Sussex. So let's get into it. Thank you for clicking on my video, and if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a Sussex style, and we're highlighting 5 of my favorite style moments from Meghan in stripes. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please don't forget to share so that more people can find us. April 2018, Harry and Meghan attended a reception with the delegates of the Commonwealth Youth Forum. Meghan opted for a look styled primarily from brands with strong ties to the Commonwealth, with exception to the dress itself, with ties to France and the United States. This stunning striped dress is the Altazara pinstripe Audrey button detail dress from the 2018 spring collection, and it's described as a twill apron dress inspired by the rural styles of women in France. It's made of viscose Ottoman fabric, features a square neckline, adjustable straps, button detailing on the double-breasted dress front, pockets, and asymmetrical opening in the front. One of my favorite parts of this dress is that it's clearly comfortable for Meghan. It's definitely tailored. It fits her like a glove, but she's moving in it. I also love how she styled it with the crossbody bag that's also striped, but it's not the exact same print. I love mixing prints in this way, but I also love that she put the blazer over her shoulders, which is very conscious because it might get cold. This is also a pretty revealing dress considering it doesn't have sleeves. It has straps, and the straps aren't that big. So it was smart of her to bring something to put over her shoulders just in case she got cold. If you remember, she did an interview with Good Housekeeping where she talked about always having something to put over her in case she gets cold, particularly on flights, but we see that show up here at this Commonwealth Youth Forum. This is one of my favorite looks by Meghan. She is known to rock a really nice trench style dress or top. This is something that we've seen from her, but we never see this same look exactly the same twice. If she rewears something, she changes it up a bit. She's always very conscious of the environment she's going to be in, the weather, but also self-expression through style. This is one of the moments where she absolutely nailed it. And this is pre-wedding. She was engaged here, but they had yet to get married, and she gave us something to look forward to. November 2019, the Duchess of Sussex made a surprise visit to the Luminary Bakery in Camden, London. The all-female London-based bakery provides disadvantaged women opportunities for employment, training, and a safe and professional environment for a chance to grow and build a future. The Luminary Bakery was also included in Meghan's Forces for Change September Vogue that she guest-edited. Meghan wore the boyfriend midnight stripe poplin shirt from WNU, and that stands for With Nothing Underneath. At the time, this shirt was cited as simply the poplin. However, at the time of recording this video, it is officially now known as the boyfriend poplin shirt, according to WNU. This top comes in several prints and colors. It's 100% organic cotton, uniquely tailored for the perfect fit, collared with collarbones, slightly dropped shoulder, double button regular cuff, and 2 pleats across the yoke. This was the perfect striped shirt to complete her casually sophisticated look, and it paired so well with the denim jeans that she chose to wear. And it's clear that that was the perfect choice because she was hugging, she was moving around, she was helping, she was having a really great time, and it really did look like just an all-out great time. But one of the things I love most was that she was able to have fun and engage. She didn't have restrictive clothing, and it was appropriate for the setting. She wasn't too dressed up or over the top. She wasn't too dressed down. She had the perfect, sophisticated, but casual and realistic look for this type of outing. This is one of the things that I appreciate, and it's actually one of the things that she has in common with Princess Diana. Princess Diana has gone on record several times to say that her clothes should not restrict her from communing with people. That was the most important part of her job, was getting to know people and connecting with people. And it's something that we see again with Meghan. She wants her clothes to make sense for her and the setting, but also she wants to ensure that she can actually connect with people. August 2020, Meghan was photographed wearing these chic striped trousers as she sat for a backyard chat with feminist icon and political activist, the Gloria Steinem. These eye-catching pants are the Anine Being Ryan striped herringbone jackered straight leg trousers in off-white. These everyday trousers are constructed from 100% viscose that's known for its light, comfortable, and breathable wear. The wide leg opening lends itself to a relaxed experience while still being very polished. While sitting for the chat, these powerhouse ladies were accompanied by Meghan and Harry's fur babies, Guy and Pula, and it was very sweet to see both of them. I also want to just simply talk about the look itself. Meghan's hair, her very light makeup, the top that she wore, the open-toe sandals, the hat, all of it was so relaxed and casual. But again, she manages to look sophisticated while still looking like I can show up to a backyard barbecue, or we can have a backyard chat, or we can go indoors and have a tea party. Like, this is such a versatile look, but it's also very comfortable. Something that I'm noting about every outfit that we talk about in these Sussex style videos is that they are wearable. Sometimes fashion and fashionistas, they can whip out something, especially when it's a street style, and it's cute and it's fun to look at, and I would love to wear those clothes, but I'm like, those clothes are only suitable from going from the building to the car and back to the house. Like, that is not an outfit that I could spend 3 or 4 hours in, and it's definitely not an outfit that I would be comfortable enough to be meeting people and communing and talking and having serious conversation. And that's a me thing. There are people who can literally wear full-on fashion costumes a la Selling Sunset and they can wear all of these get-ups and hair and makeup, and they can have all this stuff on them, and they can maneuver like it's nobody's business. And I tip my hat to you, because I could never. When I have to put on way too much stuff, I can only do that for so long. Even at my wedding, I was like, I made a huge mistake by not choosing to get a reception dress. I chose to wear my gigantic princess gown all night long. And for 6 hours, I was under, I think it was 10 layers of tulle and this heavy lace and embroidered dress. And I will never make that mistake again. So I learned my lesson then, and I had big hair and big makeup and lashes. And while it was so much fun to play dress up, around hour 3, I was leaning over to the side. Thank God I had all that tulle, because it was propping me up. I was half asleep. I was ready to get undressed and relax. And our wedding night was spent with us literally fanning each other, because we both just had on so many layers of clothes. Like, he went with a very traditional tux with all of the bells and whistles, and I had on this big gown. And when we finally managed to get those off and get into like regular clothes, we ended up watching Good Times for like 4 hours and fell asleep. And then our honeymoon didn't start until the next day because we were like, we're tired. We fell asleep on the couch, surrounded by all of our gifts and all of our cards and our humongous multi-layers of clothes. And that was not something we considered when we were choosing all of these amazing traditional vintage get-ups. I learned my lesson. So anyway, I have learned my lesson about trying to look chic and going for the ultra fab look. I know that I can only really deal with so many layers if I plan to have a good time. If I'm going to do a big get up, I have to have a change of clothes that's a little bit more toned down and a little bit more wearable. And I think it's because of those experiences. And the same thing happened to me at prom too, way back in high school. I'm just not one for a whole lot of stuff. And so that's usually the first thing I note when I'm talking about fashion or style is this a livable outfit? Is this something that I can wear? Now, there are certain people who I exclude from that. Rihanna is not a human, because that lady can wear literally anything and just make it look super duper comfortable. And she wears some of the most, not even just fashion forward, but just some of the most unique and eye-catching outfits and all of these things, but you can never really see it on her. She always just simply looks comfortable. And Other people, they can wear these big get-ups, particularly at the Met Gala. You can see people in all these get-ups, and you can see that the get-ups are getting on their damn nerves. Rihanna is just one of those people that's like, I could wear an army tank and you wouldn't know if it was stressing me out or not. I'm going to look good, and it's going to look good, and it's going to look like it feels good. So she is not a normal person. So she's excluded from this conversation. But anyone else, I typically look to see if they are comfortable in all of those get-ups. Something that I connect with on Meghan's style is that all of her clothes, even when she's wearing things that are very, very formal, when she's been in white tie and black tie, and she's been wearing gowns, even on her wedding day, her clothes were perfect for the setting, perfect for the level of formality, but they looked livable and breathable while still looking fab. That is exactly the intersection where I strive for, no matter what the setting is going to be or no matter what the look is going to be. It has to be livable, has to be breathable. I have to feel like if I am in this for the next couple of hours, I'm going to be straight. And that's something that I can always see in Meghan's clothes. And I think a big part of that is because she is looking to actually engage in her environment. She is not the type of person, from what I've seen, she's not the type of person that just posts up in a corner or in a chair on a throne and just looks down upon people. She wants to get in there. She wants to talk. She wants to have fun. She wants to communicate with people. Those photos from her reception, from their wedding reception, where they're dancing and having fun and they're laughing. At one point, they're hugging and embracing. They're hanging out with the DJ. They're dancing. And it's not a waltz or your typical two-step. I mean, they are getting down and you can tell they are having fun. But the point that I'm making is, every outfit we cover in these Sussex styles, the first thing I know, no matter the level of formality, is that it's going to be livable. She has to be able to exist in the garment, and the garment can't take over the evening. It's something I really appreciate. How she manages to do that, have this realistic, livable garment while still looking extremely high-end, sophisticated, and chic. That's one of my favorite parts of her personal style. Sorry for the rant. I just had to pause and say that because this is another example of that. She's in a backyard chat with Gloria Steinem. I would want to dress as nicely and sophisticated as I can while still looking normal for the environment. I'm not going to show up in a double-breasted blazer with long pants and heels for a backyard chat. One of the things I love about what Meghan wore was that it was casual, comfortable, but very chic, very sophisticated, and it's perfect for the environment. It's also comfortable for other people when you are able to dress appropriately for the setting so that they don't feel underdressed or overdressed, etc. It's one of those things that makes the evening better when you nail it, and that's something Meghan nails every single time, is the perfect style for the perfect moment. August 2023, on the eve of her 42nd birthday, the Duchess of Sussex was spotted enjoying a night out in Montecito with Prince Harry and friends for a birthday dinner. This strapless number is the exclusive Posse Theo striped jersey strapless dress. Say that 5 times fast. The Theo has a fitted tube silhouette made from a weighty stretch knit that sculpts and smooths every curve. The wide block black stripes flatter all body types, and it even has a matching cardigan available from Posse. What I love most about this look is that the dress is form-fitting without being tight. I am a person who cannot stand clothes that are too tight. I'd almost rather them be a little bit more loose than tight because I like to live in my garment. I don't want the garment to hold and restrict me. The hem is also very wide and it's open despite being a tube shape, so it's breathable and comfortable while still shifting with her body so she can move. With Meghan's birthday being in August, it was a great idea to go with a dress that allowed her to stay cool. This dress is the epitome of sexy sophistication, and it is perfect for a celebration. She was stunning. There are about 1 million replicas out there at this point. When this dress hit the internet, people lost their minds, and I can see why. I love this look. This is the perfect use of stripes. Thank you so much for watching the SharionSade YouTube channel. I appreciate you watching my content. If you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video by hitting the thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget to comment along the way. If you feel so inclined, please don't forget to share so that more people can find us. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Now let's get back to the video. Now, you may have noticed at the beginning of the video, I said I was highlighting 5 moments of Meghan wearing stripes. However, I gave you 4, and here's the fun part. I know that you love all of her fashion, and none of them are better than the others. But if you had to pick one 2, or even 3 striped looks that you yourself would like to wear? Share them in the comment section below. I'm excited to revisit this conversation, and I want you guys to help me pick my 5th top moment of Meghan wearing stripes. There are plenty. There are so many from before she was a royal, during her time as a royal, and now in the after. No pun intended, because one of her best friends has a movie called The After on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But now in the after, during her time as a businesswoman and philanthropist and all of these other amazing things that she is just sinking her teeth into, she is giving us look after look after look, and plenty of them have included stripes. So it was really hard for me to pick number 5, and I thought this would be a really fun opportunity for me to hear your voice as well and revisit the conversation. So if you want to pick 1, 2, or even 3 striped looks that you yourself would like to try from Meghan that was not mentioned in this video, let me know. If I see duplicates, I'm going to revisit and share what you had to say in a video form. I think that would be so much fun. And how about we do that next week, so you have something to expect from me next week. That's all I have for you guys today. This was such a fun video to make. I am actually in the process of doing a whole closet and wardrobe overhaul. I feel like I've just kind of had the same style for so long, and I have just been in this space of fashion, style, all things clothes and accessories for the past couple of weeks. That's what happens when you are bedridden and you're on bed rest and you have too much time to think. Eventually you get tired of reading and you just start doing unnecessary overhauls on your house. I've already redecorated my living room mentally, and I've been online shopping like crazy. So now it's time to direct my attention to my wardrobe. So that is probably the reason you guys are getting so many Sussex styles, because I have been completely consumed with all things wardrobe overhaul, and I'm having a time with stripes. So anyway, this was a very fun video to make. I'm excited to hear your feedback in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please don't forget to share so that more people can find us, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!